Love.
Welcome to Photoplay. No one's ever been able to put a finger on the secret of Marilyn Monroe's continuing popularity. Today, some 25 years after her death, she remains the symbol of the eternal female.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone. Boop, boop, be doo.
Marilyn grew up in foster homes while her mother was institutionalized. She didn't know her father, and in an attempt to find love, married at 16, unsuccessfully. More than anything, she wanted to be a star, but she became a legend.
Aspire to anything higher than to feel the desire to make you my own. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-doodly-dum.
I used to take her tandem on my surfboard. She liked the water. She was rugged, robust, wonderful physique. Gosh, what a marvelous physique she had. I mean, you know, well coordinated. And she was ready to go in the ocean, cold water, winter or summer. She didn't care. She was a great natural beauty. Just great. Come out of the water, just looking fine, you know.
She was very childlike. It was almost like working with a child. She was going through at the age of 30 what most people go through at 16 or 17. First starting to read Freud, and she'd come on the set things and say things like, "Do you think a leopard can change its spots?" You know, and then you start a philosophical, psychological discussion, you know, and it was kind of fun. It was like being back in high school in a way.
Don Murray warmly remembers his co-starring role with Marilyn in the film Bus Stop.
Josh Logan said, "I want two great big gigantic heads. I want them to fill the screen." And the cinematographer said, "No, you can't do that, Josh, because it's a cinemascope. These heads are huge. It'll startle the audience. It's never been done." He said, "I don't care as long as you can get in focus. I want it." So they set it up, and then the cinematographer said, "Oh, it's no good, Josh, because the camera cuts off the top of Don's head." And Marilyn said, "Well, the audience knows he has a top to his head. It's been established." And she was always coming out with remarks like that, and we're so great about them, as they were so funny. But she didn't laugh when she was saying them, and you never knew whether she was aware she was saying something funny or whether she was just saying something logical, because it was logical. It was absolutely true.
When I was doing Some Like It Hot, I was doing the scene with Marilyn Monroe, and it was on the yacht. It was on the yacht in the stateroom, and there was a stuffed swordfish over the door, and she pointed to it with a wine glass in her hand. She said, "What is it?" And I said, "It's a member of the herring family." She said, "Isn't it amazing how they get that big fish into those jars?" And I said, "They shrink when they're marinated." That was the jokes. When we finally were ready to do it, she forgot the line. And while the camera was running, she went, "Tony," and I said, "What?" She said, "What is it?" I said, "What is what?" She said, "What's the line?" I said, "What is it?" She said, "What is it?" I said, "That's the line." She said, "What?" I said, "What is it?" And Billy Wilder said, "Cut, that's lunch."
After you get what you want, you don't want it. If I give you the moon.
We had a party for Marilyn Monroe at my home at Sherman Oaks. There were 500 guests. Most of them were press and celebrities. Look magazine covered it from a helicopter. As a matter of fact, the helicopter was pulled down by a downdraft, and fortunately we had a place for him to land. Everybody thought Marilyn Monroe made her entrance that way, but it wasn't so. My whole band was out there. There was a Marilyn float in the pool. There was so much glamour attached to it.
I don't know whether she got what she wanted, but she got what she thinks she wanted anyway. And she paid a big price for it.
She was a child that was put into the world of being held up as something that she wasn't, and she felt a great frustration about that. Try to live up to it sometimes, try to go against it other times. And not because of Hollywood, but because of the things of her childhood, it overwhelmed her, and she ended up killing herself.
I know when I heard that she was gone, it hit me very hard. I still don't like to think about it. We lost somebody with a value.